Okay, and our final topic on our newsletter here is about quarter four grades. So, as you probably are aware, that there is a pass-fail standard. So, there's not going to be a letter grade, and from what I understand, that's kind of regardless of whether we go back to school or whether we keep doing remote learning the whole time. We thought it was important to kind of set a standard for what that pass-fail looks like, so you can understand what the requirements are and like what does it take to fail the course. So we have been in quarter four since the 13th when we left, or I should say the quarter closed for quarter three on the 13th. So everything that we've done, which is about 14 assignments over the last 3 weeks, and moving forward, that's all quarter four. And so we thought, here's what the students need to be doing. Regardless of when those things are handed in, that we're looking for 60% completion, like that you have handed in that stuff. Now, completion to us looks like that you've earned a PM or higher. So if you've handed in, let's say there's 10 things and you handed in six of those, but one of them was an N, well, that's 50% completion of PM or higher, because that one that where you get an N on doesn't count towards your 60%. So it doesn't mean that you have to get an A on everything. It doesn't mean, but we do have a standard that you're getting in more than half of your work, if you want to put it that way, and that half of that work is at least some effort is being put into it. Okay, so clearly, if you know, there's so many. This is such a crazy time that there are things that can go on in people's lives that are out of everyone's control. And so there could possibly be exceptions, but we would need to be aware of which is case by case scenario. Parents can contact us, and we're obviously going to be flexible to different scenarios. But we wanted to make sure that people were clear that if things are running normal at your house, you've got access to a computer, you've got the time, and things, there's not some underlying strain, some stress that's going on, then this is what we expect. Okay, and I don't think that expectation is massive by any means, because we're really looking at two classes, and one of those classes is showing up and getting to look at an animal, and the other class is doing some science skill work. So we think that this is a reasonable bar for you to be able to attain from now until I guess to the end of the time when we're doing this. Okay. So that is our newsletter. Please always check our Google Classroom in the classwork page for the assignments and for links for getting onto Hangouts for the different times, and all the specific times is going to be on Google Classroom in our general information section. Okay. By all means, feel free to email me if you have any questions, and looking forward to the next month.